entrepreneurs. We're both in like that beginning startup phase, right?
Yeah, I still.
And it's like we underestimate, as a collective, I know I definitely did for sure. We underestimate the amount of time, effort, energy that it takes to literally build your own thing and be completely independent.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot that goes into it. Like I was sharing with you earlier, the conversation I had with the commercial real estate investor. He was like, starting out, his focus was here.
What improvements do you believe the original people need in order to improve in society?
It's simple. Communication. Communication is the biggest key. We don't communicate with each other, and we should. Like, we need to love each other, because everyone else does, so why not us?
Thanks.
To another edition of the Lead Your Lineage podcast. We are the #1 podcast for individuals seeking to end generational dysfunction. What's good, cuz?
Hold on, cuz. Hold on. Man, tell them us we #1 for, cuz, man.
Oh, we got the
#1.
If you didn't know already,
he done skipped the main part,
we
man.
have the best
The best.
chemistry
You already know.
in America.
You already
Hands
know.
down.
Hands down, man.
Coming for the world soon, but
You already
no
know.
debate in
You already
America.
know.
No debate at all.
You feel me?
Shut it down.
You feel me?
You know why?
Why
we
that?
blood.
We blood.
We blood.
Ain't
We
nobody
real
else,
cousins.
Ain't nobody else doing this with a real cousin
Real
on their
cousins.
podcast. You know what I mean?
And
so,
we committed to getting along.
Committed it, man. And this is real, man. We just, you know what I mean? I called cuz, you know, we was talking up, man. I had inspired because like he always inspiring people. I called cuz and said, man, we can get some things done together, man. Cuz I always calling people. And I told cuz this is part of Lead Your Lineage. We don't just do this on the camera.
Absolutely.
We do this outside the camera
That's
first.
real.
We did this outside the camera first, then we put it on the camera, you know what I mean? And we always got a story to tell. They be like, man, they always got a story to tell how they did something, because that's what we do. We motivate each other, man. You know what I mean? If I need a job done, man, like if I need somebody to really go over something with Cuz, and make sure you have somebody like this in your corner. Me and Cousin, we'll be very critiqued over something. Like for instance, I'll give y'all 2 examples. For instance, man, I went over with him. I was like, "Hey, Cuz, look at my Instagram. Let me know how you feel." He gave me his true input, and he was like, "Hey, Cuz, I think you need to do this, and don't do that much, and don't do that." So I took his invite, you know, his input, and I actually applied it into my business, and you know, it worked. You know what I mean? So, and then because came up to me with his bio for his book or something like that. You remember those words? So, and I told Cuz, I said, "Yeah,
the intro."
Yeah, the intro. I said, "Yeah, Cuz, this is very interesting and great, but change up your word and make it even better. Because if it's great when you came up to me and I tell you to change up the word, that's not me being mean, like, damn, bro. That's not us not downgrading each other. That's saying, yeah, bro, this is great, but make it even better then. Because I see, bro, this is great, but see it, bro, I see a star in you, Cuz. I should read this and be like, damn, a star read that. So, wrote this. So if I don't read that, when Cuz bring me in something, I'm like, oh, Cuz, we'll go back to the drawing board, Cuz. This is great. This is very great. This would get you there, but this is not you. It will get you to the position you need to be, but this is not you. You passed the position where you need to be. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about Big Cuz. That's how Big Cuz feel about me. And y'all need to make sure y'all keep people in your corner like that, man. That's very important, because
your circle, your sacred circle,
Yeah.
your corner.
you know, I'm a boxer. That's why I said corner.
that,
You know what I mean? With the boxing, you know.
I feel it.
Yeah. Who your favorite boxer? You ever like the boxing, Cuz?
My favorite boxer is Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, he was a good fighter, man. Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, outside of, and I like when I look at athletes, man, I look at who they are outside of being athletic. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at people. I look at them as like the total person.
Yeah.
Not just like the athlete, because it's like to be all the way a buck, it's plenty of people that are locked up that can be a better boxer than Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Better basketball player than LeBron, faster than Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
They locked up, but they're no longer with us on earth anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I look at the totality of the human, not just the performance-based, like the performance that they put on for people.
Yeah, that's true. Cause I do the same as well. You know, I ain't here to bash no names, but you know, it's a famous player. I ain't gonna say it's an athlete. You know, everybody love him, but in my opinion, his lineage wasn't the right skin tone. So, hey, for real, cuz I'm all about the original people
Shots
first.
fired.
For real, nah, man. I'm all about the original people first, man. Cause until our people get, justice and all of that, I feel like that everybody be thinking like, oh, we just put this on the back end. Racism is going to end in a couple of years after all the people die. Wrong. Go look it up. Racism being ever since we integrated with them into our society, it's been implemented in society. So I'm just beyond that. I'm to the point where we need to get our things fixed. We need to end our generational dysfunctions.
Absolutely.
Not only financially, not only spiritually, not only mentally, not only health, not only thinking. We need to do it all 360 ways, man. Even the way we walk, we need to change the way we walk. We need to change
the way we breathe. That's a whole.
Remember I was talking about my coach about that? Remember I told you one of my boys, he did that, and I asked him, I'm like, man, I drink all day. This is for anybody who's getting dehydrated. You feel like you drink all day in your mouth? It's dry. My mouth was dry. I'm like, man, I drink all day. He said, it's probably the way you breathe. You probably got bad breathing habits. I said, what you mean? He said, you probably breathe out your mouth all day. I looked at him, man. I said, oh, okay. Then I was sitting down. Yeah. He said it's probably the humidity and all that, because he's like, man, okay, because he know I drink a lot of water. That's all I drink.
And like with that too, you said that it's the humidity and it's the environment that you're in. You get to give a real world example. A lot of people are in environments that aren't conducive to where they want to go. So for instance, right, I wanted to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So I had to get around people that were entrepreneurs. I had to develop that mindset. And knowing what I know now is already within me.
Yeah.
I have it in my bloodline.
And you was blood. You bloodline to one of the biggest entrepreneurs ever upcoming. Taron Shumpert.
He alright.
Yeah,
this guy, he alright.
He great. From what I heard, man. He got the original people and Lead Your Lineage podcast. He popping.
He cool.
No.
Yeah, man. It's just like learning more about myself. Like, yo, this is really in me. Like, this is how I started. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are trading the service or good for a service or a good, essentially.
Yeah.
Or a good deed. So that's how it all started, man. I'm just like, yo, I gotta get around people that are thinking the way I desire to think.
And you know what? Entrepreneurship, I want to get this out here about entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think entrepreneurship is the way out of all these hardships of life. It's the way out of depression. It's the way it's a way to free life. It's a way to financial relief. They feel like it's all of these things. And to be honest, this is from being an entrepreneur. Damn, man, I've been an entrepreneur for a while now, cuz what? I had the original people for about a year and 6 months. Swanson's Granite for about 2. And then Lead Your Lineage podcast is about 7, 6 months.
Most 7, yeah.
7, yep. It's like, wow. So, been on this entrepreneurship journey, I learned a lot. And I want to touch bases on this too, since we're talking about this. But like I said, it's not relief to financial relief. It's not freedom. It seems like it's more constricted, to be honest. Your financials lose at the beginning. You losing a lot of money, man.
It's a roller coaster.
Depression is easier to gain, for real. Especially when you see you're not hitting your goals that you expected to get because you wasn't experienced enough to know the truth and how to actually get there. You know what I mean? Right. And all of that, man, going through that, man, that stuff it's building me, but that's not. Entrepreneurship is not the free life, free landscape ever. You have to be for real built. You have to be built 360 around because it's hard, man. Like I said, I never got into this, and that's what I'm saying I want to get into. How I got scammed 2 to 3 times. I can't even remember now. happened to me. Won't get me again, you scammers. Won't get me again. You know what I mean? You won't get me again. I like how you scamming. And now it's time for me to do my scam and not actually scam. No FBI. Not scam. No, I'm talking about my own scam. My scam away from the scammers. I do my own thing. If somebody gonna scam me,
We're gonna call that a scam. We're gonna scan away.
I'm a scam.
We're gonna scan away. We're gonna scan away.
Do the scan away. Do the scan away. Do the scan away. I'm messing with you. But no, so I got this also helped me on my journey of being an entrepreneurship, doing things myself. I got scammed, and how I got scammed was the first time. Instead of going to USPTO myself and watching the videos, which you can do to trademark my business, which is not easy. Just go to USPTO and there's videos and wording, and it'll literally teach you how to do it, step by step. Instead of doing that, I went through this company, and I'm not gonna say the name, and I paid them like $1,500 or something, or probably even more than that, to be honest. You know what I mean? I paid them that, and they scammed me, man. And with how trademarking works, anybody who does trademarking, they know that it takes months to get your information back. For them to actually look at your trademark, they got to make sure nobody's using it, and et cetera, et cetera. It takes time. So by the time I figured out that they were scamming me, I called up to USPTO. They're like, no, they're not scamming you. They're not scamming you. I'm like, man, they are scamming. They are. So come to figure out they weren't scamming me. I had to redo my whole application. This is already when I'm already putting out TM on my stuff, on my clothing. So you know what I mean? I can't sell any more stuff that says TM. So I had to pause on my clothes. So then I finally did like what? It didn't take me no time. I probably refiled the application that month. I called up there, they told me what to do. They said, all you gotta do is, this is the person who works up there from the government. Call anywhere you live, USPTO.gov. That's not .Indiana, that's nationwide. That's federal, right? Yep. I mean, not nation, that's federal, right? So all thing you gotta do is go there, you go to the file application. Go to file application. Then
hold on, I gotta put this disclaimer. This is not legal advice. Seek an attorney. This is not no legal advice. Do what you need to do what's best for you. This is strictly educational purposes. Go ahead, cause I had to put that in there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I went through.
He is sharing his experience. This is an experience here, family.
Hey, but trust me, man, this work. I don't know what good I'm messing with you.
Work for him, not for everybody.
You know what I mean? And if you want to know how it works, call on messing with you. But yeah, so I just go in there and it literally tells you, but this is true though, it literally tells you how to do it, how to file your application step by step. It's videos, it's wording on the website. So after I learned that right there, it pushed me even to be more independent, even with filing my paperwork. So you know, I filed in my articles of organizations myself. It made me be more of a independent person. I filed it in, then I got a lawyer to look over it. I didn't just file it in. I put in my own wording, you know, did et cetera, then gave it to a lawyer instead of just letting the lawyer set all the wordings. Then I got, hold on, before you say something, then I got scammed the second time with my website. Right? I got that money back. I didn't get the other money back with the trademark because it took so long, but with the website, I got it right away because I figured out they were scamming me, man. And this is how I learned how to build websites, because I got scammed first. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So I went through this one company. I paid them a lump sum, about $2,000, $2,500 to be exact, to build me an e-commercial website on WordPress. They kept playing me, kept saying they were supposed to be done this month, kept going. I said, all right, y'all playing me. So then they started calling me and all that, but they didn't know how the way my bank worked. I can call up my bank and tell them what's going on. So I called up my bank, I showed them proof that my website hadn't been going on, they play, so they gave me my money back. Then they all of a sudden want to start calling me again. It's too late now. Well, y'all didn't get done through, y'all was playing, y'all was scamming people, because come to figure out there was a scamming company all the way over there in India. So they were just playing people, man. Those hard steps, those takes is what I'm talking about with financial loss. You're not gonna get financial gain. Depression, depression. Bro, do you not know how much money did I just tell you I just lost right there? Just in the gutter. 25.
Starting out too.
You know, starting off. This was at the beginning. This was a year ago. This is, you know what I mean? This is at the beginning. I'm like, wow, I'm really getting scammed. I had to put all that pressure on me and build myself up in order to keep going, because that's not easy, man. It's not easy. Then you get eating different, you know, because you can't afford the certain food you need. So it's really,
that's real.
It's really not as much, you know. I'm not telling people not to do it. I'm just letting people know what to get ready for. Don't think that this is an easy roller coaster. You got to get bumpy first, then it gets easy, you know.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna make a point. I got a question about your story that you just shared, right? I think like as beginning entrepreneurs, we're both in like that beginning startup phase, right?
Yeah, I still.
And it's like we underestimate. As a collective, and I know I definitely did for sure. We underestimate the amount of time, effort, energy that it takes to literally build your own thing and be completely independent.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot that goes into it. Like I was sharing with you earlier, the conversation I had with the commercial real estate investor. He was like, starting out, his focus was here, and he had to reel it back into here. And that's when he did from here to here. That's when he got successful. So like we attempt to do all these different things. Like, so you have 3 things going on: Swanson Granted, Lead Your Lineage podcast, and Top 10. You're not doing any of that by yourself. Mm-hmm. So I want to put that out here too. He's able to do those things, but he's not doing that by himself. Mm-hmm. He has help. He has my help with Lead Your Lineage. He has his other family, his
cousin
on your
my dad,
your dad's side.
Yep, Randy,
his cousin on his dad's side to help with that. And
I got
his wife,
my baby, my soulmate. Yeah, for
so he's not doing all these roles by himself.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could focus on one, but he's literally enjoying the process, right? Like with me personally, I have Lead Your Lineage, and I have my book, which I'm developing the whole business around, right? That's if I had to do Lead Your Lineage by myself, I wouldn't do it.
Me neither, cuz.
It's a lot that goes into it, and we're still learning.
Neither, cuz.
It's a lot to go. So we like the importance of like time blocking to be able to have that independence, to be able to still strategically build and intentionally build. It's a lot that goes into that we underestimate at the very beginning. So with that being said, I want to ask you a question about independence, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, you and I, we're both about self-sufficiency. We're working towards that. Holistically, looking at the big picture, how important is it to remain independent once you're building something?
I don't think there's no such thing as independence. Why I say that? Our people always looked at nature for the answer. Name one thing in nature that independently runs by itself. The sun.
I'm glad you took it here.
Why you say that,
good? I'm glad you took it.
Why you say that, good?
No, it's a beautiful thing. I agree with you.
Okay, the sun, you know, it's fire and it's all these different elements to make it the sun. Mm-hmm. It gives energy to the grass. The grass needs the sun. The grass feeds the animals and everybody else, and the animals feed some humans, and et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. There's no such thing as independency. You can't build a home by yourself, bro. If any type of business you're doing, you need a team. You need a team. But what I will say, that person does know how to need to excel. You need to be independent as far as in your skill. Independently in your skill. As far as I'm gonna use Dennis Rodman. He was independently the rebound man of the Chicago Bulls. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I'm trying to say? He was independent of rebounding. That was his priority. That was what he was supposed to be doing. That was his role. That was his role. You know what I mean? So you do have independency, but it's small. It's making sure you're doing your role so you can make sure this big picture is happening. You know what I mean? So it's like a two sword. It's got to be independent to a certain extent to do your role, but outside of that, you need a team, bro. Everybody be saying, oh, Michael Jordan needed a team, LeBron needed a team, bro. Everybody who won the NBA championship needed a team. Name one person who won a damn championship. Like, hey, I'm going, hey, it's 5 people. All the rest of y'all go sit on the bench. I got this. Right. Every person, from sports to businesses to families to everything in general, cause it's a team, a village to be successful.
Support system.
Yeah,
all of that. And I asked that question in that manner because of like how I framed it beforehand. I was like, you have this person for this, you have this person for this, you have this person for this. So you didn't once say that you were doing something by yourself. And like with me, with the book, I'm operating as a solopreneur, but I have support to be able to give me the structure and the strategy to be able to carry through what I need to do. So all I have to do is just to work.
Yeah, cause I got you, cuz. So you ain't writing that book by yourself.
And you got it. If I need it, I can. Hey, cuz. Hey, Kobe, what's good? I need some help. You know what I'm saying? I can rely on people. And I'm not doing these things by myself. You know what I'm saying? And like that's a lot of our people. We've been manipulated to think that we got to do things by ourselves. But it's really, we have to reverse that and really get into the hearts and the minds of people. Like, yo, you didn't do none of this by yourself.
Nothing.
You didn't do none of this by yourself. You really have to embrace and accept it. You are not alone.
You do.
You may feel alone,
but
you are not alone.
Because I tell you all the time, because it wouldn't be none of this without Nadia. Like, that's my biggest partner. Like, I needed her, you know what I mean? Like, and I learned that, man, you need a team, bro. You need a team. Like I said, man, it's it's in nature how the world works. Even the water cycle. If you look at the water cycle, it even has a team effort, you know what I mean? The sun evaporates the water, the air holds the water until it gets too much, it let it hit back to the ground so it can give water to the animals and et cetera, into the land. So we just got to look into nature. Every time we have a question, we got to do what our ancestors did. They used to look into nature. Think about it. I know I probably said this in the episode before, but everything that is working is built from nature. It's from nature. Tanks built from elephants. They shape like elephants. Airplanes, they shape like birds. This is not just an accident. You know what I mean? This is legitimately real. So
computers are modeled after our brains.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is not a gimmick. They just not just using nature just to be using nature. Nature is always been the part of the answer, cuz. Always, man. Look at a tree.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
So I wanted to get into that as well. Like, in terms of building a family business, right?
Yep.
Thus, both agreeing upon we aren't building anything without nature. If we have any questions, we look to nature. What words of encouragement or what words of empowerment would you lend to somebody that is in that space of like, yo, I really want to start a family business, but I don't know where to start? What would you say to that man or that woman that's in that, or that child that's in that position, like, hey, fam, I want to start a family business. Where do they start? And I'll answer that after you.
First of all, understand that you're not going to have everybody on the same mission. Everybody's not going to do it. And don't get discouraged if most of your family members who don't want to do it. Look outside your family. Find like-minded people. They can be family too. And find like-minded people, man. And y'all work together and y'all start a business together, you know. And continue to grow, bro, because you got to remember that if you plan on having kids, your kids is going to look up to you. My daughter looks up to me, man, and I can give my business to her. So don't forget that you're also building for your family. So if there's nobody that wants it in your family, go find like-minded individuals, and y'all pass it on to y'all family. Y'all have something to pass on to y'all family. don't stop. Don't get discouraged because you can't find nobody in your family or you don't have family. That's what I would say. Don't ever get discouraged and don't have a preset mindset of who will or who would not support you. Don't worry about who's not supporting you. That's what I would say. That would be my first thing saying to people. Don't worry, don't pay attention to the people who are not supporting you. Pay attention to the people who are. Because those are the ones who you need on your team. You take those individuals and you build your team. And you ain't gotta be Michael Jordan, you know. For real.
That's dope. So, how I would answer that question, I would say, along the same lines of what you said, you have to sit down with the like-minded people in your family first.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know who it is.
Yeah.
You know who it ain't. Let's keep it a buck, right?
For real.
So sit down with those people and like, hey, what are you great at? So it takes the analogy, right? If you assembling the team, right? So let's take the Avengers for example.
Yeah.
Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson plays that character.
Yeah.
He's assembling the team.
Okay.
He's quarterbacking it, right? He's like, okay, you're smart, okay, you're strong, you're fast, you are immortal, I need women on here, I need women, I need that feminine energy.
Yeah.
And you can be able, and you got some spy skills too. I need a spy, I need somebody that's a sharpshooter, I need somebody that has some cosmic powers, I need some people I need some young people too, I need some old people, I need some wise counsel. And we're gonna save the world, right?
Yeah.
Take that same building principle of like having, and you just literally be a master mixer of all the talent in your family.
Yeah.
Like, okay, look, you gotta identify, like, okay, who's the smart person in the family? Okay, for example, all right, it's Taron. Taron's the smart one. All right, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you all right, you know what I'm saying? You up there in the IQ category. You know, you got the IQ, I got the GQ. You feel me?
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. This guy.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, identifying these different pieces. Like, okay, you the smart one. Okay, you're the strong one. Okay, you're fast. You think well. Okay, you know how to put all this stuff together. You put it together. You want to play. Y'all make a decision. Okay, we want to go into. Let's say we want to go into real estate.
Like a GM, a football.
Absolutely, you're a general manager.
Yeah.
You're generally managing all the different pieces to come together to work as one.
To win that Super Bowl.
And it's like if we're able to come to an agreement and figure all that out, that's how everything works. That's how the world is run. Currently, that's how it's run. It's run by families that are in alignment, and it's getting passed down from generation to generation. Our family businesses don't succeed.
No.
All businesses in general don't succeed. To be real.
No.
So you got to have that intention within it to be able to make that thing manifest, and that's what we're working on right now. We're figuring all of that out now to be able to put those pieces together to be able to do what we need to do for our lineage.
For
You
real,
know what I'm saying?
man.
So yeah, that first thing though, like sit down, have a meeting with your people. Have a meeting with your people, see what they're good at, and then see if they're interested in the game plan. Right? Come to the table with a game plan though. I'm gonna say that too. Get your people together, come to the table with a game plan, and also don't let go of the how. Like the game plan is not gonna go, it's planned. Because you gotta respond when something shakes, or you gotta respond when somebody says this, or they offer maybe a better idea than what you came to the table with. You gotta hear all the parties. That's part of being a leader, lead your lineage, obviously.
Yeah.
So, like, being able to pick out these different pieces and put it together and mesh it together well, that's where it starts. Then once you figure out who are the players in the game, then y'all get together and y'all make a covenant. Y'all make a covenant and say, hey, this is what we're going to do for X amount of years. Put that thing on paper and make it plain, and y'all work the plan.
It's like chess.
That's it.
Everybody has a role to do. I mean, everybody can move different, but everybody has one subject to do. Protect the queen.
Mhm.
Protect the queen.
And the thing is, the queen is the idea.
Yeah.
The queen is the idea. I'm replaceable in it. You're replaceable in it. She's replaceable in it. Little cousin's replaceable in it. Big bro replaceable in it. The queen is the idea. You have to protect the idea. Protect the imagination of what this could look like, and stay focused on that.
And then after that train going, believe it or not, everybody who said no at first gonna want to get on that train.
Like, yeah, we
Yeah,
ain't,
let me
you
get
know
on that
what I'm saying?
bus. Let me get on that.
Yeah, we got a couple of jobs. You know? Like, we got a couple of jobs. That's cool too.
Yeah,
Come work for the family
that's
business.
Great. That's great. You actually need those people.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, like when I first started my journey,
And you know, everybody. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, right on. When I first started my journey in entrepreneurship, cause I really didn't want to create jobs. I really didn't. Cause I was like, man,
That's messed up.
I didn't. I'm being honest.
Then, so what you want people out here robbing, stealing?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't want to create jobs. I didn't see the totality of what business could do. I didn't see it.
What did you want to do then, cuz?
I just wanted to make a whole bunch of money.
You ain't know what you wanted to do. Cuz I said,
I just wanted to make a whole bunch of money.
He said, all I want to do when I grow up is be a millionaire.
So I was like, oh, okay. Then I started getting into the fruits and veggies of other people like say meat and potatoes. I like fruit and veggies. I'm different like that. So
This guy. Speaking of fruits,
I wanted to do that at first, and I was like, you know what? No, that's real selfish. That's real selfish. Like you just that ain't it, bro.
What you was gonna get your money and just go by yourself and say, fuck everybody. I'm a billionaire on her.
I'm gonna be in the woods somewhere, cooling. But then I'm like, yo, that's neglecting what I'm really here for.
Oh, it sound like you, man. That's how I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know. That's how I know my cousin.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't.
Well, it's staying in the woods parts, but being secluded, nah. The woods part, yeah, but secluded, nah.
It wasn't me. So I had to reel myself back in and not get ahead of myself and not be egotistical and let that I had to kill
What
that.
made you get that? What gave you that mindset though?
Working with young people.
It made you say, fuck this girl.
No, just seeing that they're hungry, they're ambitious, and one thing that I get from mentoring, that's my true passion.
Yeah.
It's like they're literally thirsty, they're hungry, they are literally resilient. They're relentless. They want the information, right?
Yeah.
But they don't really have anybody that can really pour it into them on a consistent basis. And when you really in the process of building your business, you know what I'm saying, this is tough. You gotta wear all these different hats, you know what I'm saying? So people really don't have time to pour back into you in the day-to-day operations.
Yeah.
For real. That's why I was like, and I started talking to them, I'm like, yo, I don't need to be in these day-to-day operations like that. If I am, I need to be using my gifts, and I need to just figure this out, do this one thing so I can dip back out, so I can be present. Because being in the day-to-day operations, I felt myself being robotic. I was like, nah, this ain't it. I told Kobe, yo, keep me human in this whole process. I told her, I was like, I need you to keep me human.
Keep me human.
You know what I'm saying? And
because you have a hard time with that, don't you?
I struggle with it.
It's human.
Got
a hard problem. Cause man, you know how crazy that sounds. You human, but got a hard problem with being human. You want to be a robot. You want to turn yourself to an AI.
No,
would you turn yourself to an AI?
Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't.
Hey, be honest.
I'm a very analytical person, right? Naturally, and I'm also a person that's a doer too. So I just want to go do stuff as well. I was like, Kobe, help me I need help with the being, the human being. I need help with that, and she's done a tremendous job to help me.
Shout out to Kobe, and we ain't talking about 8 or 23 or 24.
Absolutely. So I was like, man, it was a wake up call, cause I was like, yo, this ain't it. This ain't it. So I'm evolving out of that. And it's a beautiful journey to say the least, man.
So you thought you was just gonna say, forget it, man. I ain't about to make. Now, you know what, man? I always knew, man. That's very important, man. Making jobs, understanding that everybody's not meant for everybody to be bosses. It's not meant for everybody to have their own business. When we making this, what's up? How you doing today? Well, anyway, I stopped you because I see that you went to the original people in the Eve jean, and I like that dress, man. I was wondering if you would like to be a model. You know, I like how you standing still. You want a model for us? Hello? Anyway, man, that same stone face, no talking pose, I need you to keep that same energy. Pick up my card, man, and I would love to have you on the team. Woo. You know, like I was saying, man, everybody's got to know a role. Everybody can't be a business, but everybody can't own a business. Everybody can't be the entrepreneur. You know, it's supposed to be like that, because if you look at a community, what's the community without the person who's cleaning up the community, keeping the community clean, for us to walk the streets, for us to have these businesses? What's the person without the street who's gonna make the streets? You know, all of that comes together, man. Like I said, man, it's just like nature.
Absolutely.
A community is just like nature. It's just like a beehive. It's just like what they call that? An ant farm, an ant colony, an ant colony. Just like that, cuz.
Just like family too.
Yeah.
You got the elders, and you got the people underneath the parents, and you got the cousins, nephews, and the nieces.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying the aunties, the uncles, brothers, sisters.
What you think is missing in family values right now that's keeping us from achieving the next step in life in order to let me rephrase that. What dysfunction you believe is stopping families in order to have family business?
Our people will perish because of lack of vision. We don't see the long-term ramifications, or we don't see the long-term ramifications or long-term effects of our short-term doings. So, for example, right, use a real-life example. Grandpa had a house. I don't know if he knew or if he knew or didn't know.
Keep talking.
I don't know if it was a space of ignorance or being stubborn. But like, if that house would have been put in a trust, that could have been passed down from generation to generation.
Oh man, so we lost the house?
Yeah.
Damn!
It ain't in our family no more.
Damn, cuz. Damn, I remember that house too, man. Damn, cuz. And they own that house, is it?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he owned it for real.
So what is it? What was he supposed to do, cuz? What should he have done?
With the right information, the right action, the house could have been put in the trust, and then that could have been passed down from generation to generation. Like, could have just, like, nobody could have had it. He could have literally controlled that whole situation from a whole nother space and time.
So the government basically took that house and sold it?
No, it was sold.
So they sold it to another.
No, he put in his will that he wanted to sell the house.
Grandpa!
Yeah.
Grandpa, you was a fool? Grandpa crazy for that one.
Yeah, he wanted to sell the house.
He said, man, call you. I don't know. He probably did it for other reasons, though. You never know.
I don't know.
He probably felt like there wasn't no moral value in that home. He probably wanted to get rid of it. And he probably wanted to split the money with his kids, give his kids some fun. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's where the lack of vision comes from.
Yeah.
Like it's more like that house is more valuable
than money.
Because when I heard this from a fellow melanated man, fellow black man, in 2016, he said business is everything and everything is business. He didn't look at that like a business situation. And this is probably me being in my analytical state of mind. But like, that could have alleviated a whole bunch of future issues. That piece alone could have been situated.
Because we could have used that for Airbnbs. We could have do events in it ourselves.
You could have just been a safe haven for somebody that needed to get away.
Yeah, somebody safe haven. Needed to live somewhere to get away, like you said.
That's it.
Yeah, it could have been a lot.
That could have been a whole that could have been a gathering spot for like it was in the past when we were younger.
Yeah.
It could have been a gathering spot for family to come together.
Yeah, man.
But the vision wasn't there.
Yeah. But that's wrong with a lot of us melanated folks. We sell grandma home. We sell grandpa home instead of keeping grandma and grandpa home.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, I mean, now that we know that, we should end that. Like, that's,
We are
that's
in that.
that's not,
dead with that. That dies with me.
Yeah, I'm talking about as a whole. Like, I know me and you doing it, but I'm just saying I'm trying to encourage everybody to do this, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's step by step. This is something simple that we all can do. This is nothing like changing spirituality. This is not nothing like changing your diet. This is something simple. Stop selling grandma and grandpa house. Figure out how to rent it out, or figure out, put an Airbnb, figure out how to make money, figure out how to make a business from it.
And it's the thing though, people have to come together and figure out how to, they have to basically commit to being in alignment and getting along with one another.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
How do we build
You
that
don't do
too?
that
Because
anything.
how else do we build, what dysfunction you believe is stepping us with that and with chemistry,
Man, it's
in
so
order
many.
to build chemistry?
So many.
Yeah.
I would say one would be
For us,
from my experience.
our family. Say
From my
that.
experience.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a lot of. I'll say my number one is the lack of vision.
Yeah.
That's my number one. And I'll say my number two would be Southern secrets.
Yeah.
Those Southern secrets, like not being open with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like what, like we
Like
don't have those conversations.
Grandpa had 21,000 kids.
we don't know. We don't know. Like not having those conversations about like, yo, who are really my people? This is on both sides of my family.
Yeah.
I don't really know my people. But you can go into.
How you changing that though? Are you trying to meet up with them or something?
Absolutely. I'm going out of town tomorrow actually. I'm going to Missouri. I'm about to, I guess, re-meet one of my cousins. I really don't remember, but I was like a small child. Last time I seen them, I guess. I don't really know. But
I wonder how their food gonna be down there. I wonder if they're gonna have any
I
vegan
don't.
spots.
No, it's a small town. It's like a Terre Haute.
So grandpa came from a small town, grandma.
Yeah.
Y'all people.
Yeah. Well, Blitheville, Arkansas. I think it's like it's smaller than Indianapolis. So yeah, I'm gonna say Indianapolis. It's about 1 million people that live here in the metro area. So yeah. So my dad's side, my grandmother's from here. My grandfather's from Mendenhall, Mississippi. That's 5,000 people. Grandma Emma, she's from Roxton. That's like 500 people.
Small people.
In Blitheville, I think that's like
It's grandpa.
25. Anywhere it's in between 20 and 80,000, if that. To be real, Blitheville, Arkansas. So it's like we don't come from these like big cities for real.
Well, none of us probably do. You know, I know I probably said this before,
Look, though, that's the
but
thing.
that's what messed us up when we moved out of these small.
I was about to say that.
That's what messed us up, because when we was in these small cities, guess what we was doing? Buying from our neighbor, and our neighbor, guess what our neighbor was? Black. We went to the, what they used to call mom and dad shops, or
Mom and pops.
mom and pop shops. Guess what color they was? Melanated. You know what I mean? That's what we messed up, man. We need to start shopping again, and that's another dysfunction. The support.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this 1,000 times, because I want people to really think about this. The Jews keep theirs keep money circulating in their community before it goes out 26 days. The whites 23 days. The Mexicans 22 days. The blacks 6 hours. I want that to really. I want people to really start thinking about that and thinking about we need to start supporting. And like I said,
That's the family. That goes to the
with
family
the family,
business.
yeah, man. Even the family, even people in your family won't support you. That's crazy, man. You gotta support everybody, bro. I support even if you melanated, I'll support you. If you
That's what I wanna
melanated,
see
you
you
got a
win.
business. Hey, bro, I'm gonna rock your business, talk your business.
I want to see you win.
Man, I buy stuff. Sometimes I buy stuff from.
In the righteous way.
I even buy stuff from meat people who sell meat. I go buy. Hey man, here I'm buying this for that dude plate. Or hey, here go a $10 tip or $15 tip. You know what I mean? I can't eat nothing here, but I see y'all black and y'all doing y'all thing. You know, I want to see you winning. You know what I mean? And speaking about support, you can support, you know, the original people in the E-Gene at TopTagApparel.com, and you can support us.
by
Hey, you see how I say that?
liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel, fam.
Yeah,
We greatly appreciate
For
y'all.
real, man, we was on the same mission, cuz we said that at the same time.
That's why we got the best chemistry in America.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
what I mean?
saying?
You said that for real, man. You
Absolutely.
support us, and also, man, hit us up on our email. What's our email again, cuz? leadyourlineage@gmail.com. Please hit us up on your email if you want to do some interviews with us. You know what I mean? Look, we definitely got a nice spa. Then you see the spa.
We are in a different location. It's a
You know what I
beautiful
mean?
space,
Spa. This is a
Beautiful
spa.
space.
This is the spa. Hey, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna get a carpet right here. It's gonna say the spa or something in the background. It's gonna say the spa. We at the
So we're
spa.
gonna have some really dope stuff
Yeah, man.
coming out.
For real, so
soon.
email us, man. Because also, man, we
got
wanna.
some really dope ideas we executing.
Yeah, man. Also, like if people got products, man, for real, man. Like I always say, if you do tea, man, I love tea, man. I love tea, man. Cause always supposed to drink, and people just when I do things, everything that I do, I move in a particular way because my ancestors used to do it. I don't just do things. Cuz will tell you every time I do something, you really ask me why I'm doing it. I'm like, oh, because our ancestors did it. Like for turning vegan, I became vegan because my ancestors were, you know. So, man, what was I saying?
The fact that you basically do things for a particular reason because of X, Y, and Z.
You
Your
know,
ancestors.
you're my ancestors and all that. So,
Yeah.
man, you know, I move for a reason, and that's because if you read the text, they talk about they don't want us to get back to our natural state, and that's the most dangerous state. They don't want black folks, they don't want melanated folks around the world to get back to our natural state. They don't want us to go back to being naturally us, eating the way we was eating, speaking the way we was speaking, doing our culture, man. They don't want that. That's scary. That's scary, cause that's original thought. But yeah, that's what I was saying. You got product, the tea, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Products with the tea, that's what I'm saying. You're supposed to drink like 3 warm drinks a day or something, especially if you're melanated, man, because that's what our people used to drink. And that's what I'm saying, that, you know, that's what our people used to drink. Our people used to drink warm drinks. Cold drinks ain't so healthy for you, man. I think that cold drink got me a headache, because I'm getting this like headache. But man, I'm for real, man. I think it's something in the little body in this looks like headache. For real, you're supposed to drink warm tea beverages, man. That's just something, you know, I always try to hit y'all with a fact. Hold on, before we end this out, you got a quote that you can hit us with? We want to do Sean with the quote.
I heard something very, very beautiful. This brother's name is Devontae Dunkley.
You from Indianapolis?
No, it's like from the UK or something like this.
Okay.
I was watching a video of his. As I heard this quote on another podcast, I'm like, I had to find the origin of this. Like who said this? Because it was so powerful. And it was, what did he say? He said, basically paraphrasing. No, I don't want to. I gotta get it. I gotta get it because I gotta get it. I gotta put that thing up. Man.
Oh man,
I got to, man.
It's
Because
gonna take some time.
No, it ain't.
Why
No,
he
it ain't.
doing that, man? I tell y'all go do this, man. Y'all, like,
Get 'em right.
If I ain't tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all again. Y'all like, subscribe, and share this video. Follow us on Instagram at Lead Your Lineage at Instagram. Follow us on Facebook at Sean and Taron, and then / Lead Your Lineage podcast. You know what I mean? We on TikTok too, right? And we on TikTok at Lead Your Lineage Podcast.
We about to step in TikTok.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we need y'all. Also, what we need y'all to do right now, while Cuz looking this up, comment in the comment section. I've been saying this forever. So you who keep watching these videos, we appreciate you. But I even appreciate you more if you go ahead and comment and tell us what you've been going through. Tell us something that you would like for us to discuss. You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. We are family here at Lead Your Lineage Podcast. You know, and Cuz still ain't got it. And I'm going, you know. You ain't got it yet, Cuz. You know, let me see. Let me hit him with another fact.
Go ahead.
What should I hit him with, Cuz? What should I?
Talk about the veganism in our people, what we used to eat. We need to hear that.
No, man. Let me say something. Before I say something about that, Cuz, man, I want to have this debate with you. I think honey is vegan. Honey is vegan. It's made with nectar and flour.
Okay.
It's not made with no bee product. Nectar and flour. And our people used to have it. It's in the 49th dynasty tombs.
I ain't mad at it.
No, I just wanted to say, you know me, I like talking shit. I don't like, you know me. I tell Cuz all the time, don't be telling people to, you know, agave. Y'all go get that raw honey. It's good for you. Our people talk to birds to get it. I'm not lying, Cuz. Our people talk to birds. In Africa, people talk to birds to get the raw honey. So go get your shit. If you sell raw, unfiltered honey, this is the time for you right now.
Exactly.
They hit me up and let me know. Man, Cuz, let's do that one another time, man.
I got it right here, Cuz. I got it.
Good.
Here you go, right here. Boom. Here you go. Boom. I'm prepared. All right, boom. So, let's quote one from this brother Devontae Dunkley, man. He said, please don't waste the present. We all need to chase after our visions because we are born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions.
Yeah, I still look like my beautiful mama.
And it was like so profound. I'm like, oh,
That's dope.
I'm like, ooh.
I think I know who said that.
I heard it from that
The
brother.
scientist said that.
I heard it. He a scientist in my book. I heard it from that brother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving him the credit.
Hey,
You feel me?
hey. Well, let's go ahead and end this up and let the credits
Yes,
flow.
man. Yeah, family, we appreciate y'all for tuning into another podcast episode with the Lead Your Lineage family.
You know
Like
what it
we
is.
always love to say, man, lead yourself so you can lead your lineage.
That's
Until
right.
next time, family. Peace.
We at the spot.